Hey guys, this is Blake. Today is another episode of Kickass of Awesome. Today's subject, Undisputed 2 Last Man Standing. Now I know what you're thinking. They seriously made a sequel to Undisputed? Yeah, they did actually. Like just about everybody else, I vaguely remember watching it, and that is pretty much all I remember watching. The first Undisputed movie was, average. It was just so average. There was nothing bad about it, nothing really great about it either. I just thought it was a very mediocre melodrama that didn't warrant a sequel. But I got interested when I kept hearing how decent this movie was, but in a different way. This wasn't a melodrama, it was more of an action film. And I've also become quite the fan of Michael J. White. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. He's known mostly, I think, for playing Spawn in that movie that came out early 90s. Otherwise, he was the villain in Exit Wounds and Universal Soldier: The Return. Not the greatest filmography there, but it seems like in recent years he's become a real force to be reckoned with in the direct-to-DVD market. I mean, Blood and Bone wasn't really that good of a movie, but it had some really good action scenes, and I was really impressed with his physical abilities. So I've become interested in watching his movies, and I hear his best movie is Black Dynamite, but I haven't seen that one yet. And I was also interested because the heavy in this is Scott Adkins, who I know mainly from a movie called Ninja, which just came out like last year. And that was kind of like Blood and Bone. I was impressed with the action, nothing else. And Undisputed 2 kind of falls into that category. I was impressed with the action, nothing else. But the action is actually very, very good. The fight scenes, they're interesting because they're very diverse. White plays George Iceman Chambers, who was played by Ving Rhames in the first movie. This time he gets sent to prison for a crime he didn't commit. Even though he's supposed to be the good guy now, he's kind of an asshole. So it's hard to really like that character, although at least he develops. It's just not developed very well. So it's your typical prison movie. In fact, story-wise, it's just one prison cliche after another. Nothing really comes across as a surprise. But the way they do it is that, Michael J. White is playing a boxer, so he uses mostly a boxing stance, whereas Scott Adkins' character, he's like, I don't even know what he's doing. It's kind of like Muay Thai-ish, but there's a lot more jumping and flipping. But it makes for a really interesting fight between the two. And that's what I really like about it. The fighting is just so stylish and so extreme. I don't even really know how to explain it. Just the choreography is great. I'm surprised because usually in American or Western movies, we're not very good with choreography. Just like take Chuck Norris, for example. Chuck Norris is probably the most badass martial artist out of all the martial arts stars. Even Bruce Lee, I think. But he never really looked all that great on film just because the choreography is so sucky over here. And it got better, I think, with Jean-Claude Van Damme. He started improving choreography, but overall it's like nowhere near as good as the likes of Jet Li or Jackie Chan or Tony Jaa. But nowadays with these guys, it's getting close. I'm really surprised. The fight scenes, not only are they very well choreographed, the director, who also is the one that directed Ninja, he just really knows how to direct action sequences. I mean, there's this perfect use of slow motion, which amplifies the moves that are being done. It just looks great. So all in all, if you're into some really cool action, I definitely go for Undisputed 2, The Last Man Standing. But if you want anything else, I really wouldn't bother. If you want to read my full review, just check in the description. And here is the trailer. I hope you enjoy.
This is your Bible.
Why, yes, sir. I take the good book with me everywhere I go. That is not mine.
In a foreign land, where corrupt men will stop at nothing to get their amusement and money. A former champion must enter a whole new ring.
But it's incredible that I'm sharing a cell with George Chambers here.
In this facility, we think very highly of fighters.
You're a great champion, but in here, I am the champion.
You know what it feels like to be in here for nothing? You better turn around and get me the fuck out of here.
I will. You cannot stop me from doing what I have to do.
I ain't fighting, man.
Listen, George, we're all gonna make a ton of money.
Motherfucker, I'll kill your motherfucking ass.
Go with the program. Best way to stay healthy. What happened? You were drugged.
Fucking pussy, get up.
You think I need you to drug my opponents?
See, this is all a street fighting anyway, and that's what I'm from. I'll just go home on his ass.